And interesting industries are software and data, social and also social and leisure. Hi, Thorsten.
Hello,
Thank you for
everyone. Good
joining us.
afternoon. Thank you for having me. I now need to share my screen, and I hope you can see it.
Yes, we can
Oh,
see
can you
it.
see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start from the beginning. And okay, so this is me. Welcome from Magdeburg, everyone around the world. It's great to be part of this. We have only just begun to kind of make thoughts about our startup ecosystem and kind of putting that on the map, so to speak, of the world. And thank you very much to StartupBlink for giving us this opportunity. Without further ado, I'd like to give you an overview. You can see here the map of Europe, Western Europe, and you can see where we are on the map. We are centrally located in Germany, and we are the state capital of one of Germany's 16 federal states. The federal state is named Saxony-Anhalt, not to confuse with Saxony. There's also a separate state called Saxony. That means that we are indeed very centrally located. Sorry, I now need to go to the next. How do I do this? Here. No. Yeah. Exactly. So a bit further, drilling in a bit further, you heard already some focus sectors that we are focusing on. So IT, ICT, MedTech, Cleantech, Industry 4.0, advanced manufacturing, and smart logistics. That's roughly the areas that our startups are from. And we are very glad that we have some really active ones that are already purchasing materials from abroad, including China, the US. They are already making some international connections, entering foreign markets. And I'll tell you in a second a bit more about them. You can see that we are a city. We are not a country, but we are well connected. We have trimodal links via water, rail, and road, because we are Germany's second largest inland port. And the main fields I would like to put a highlight here, a spotlight on the MedTech field. Our startups that are listed here, let's see, the specialisms listed on the right are focusing, for example, on medical imaging. And so it's all in those fields of prevention, diagnosis, and therapies. And we have a particular focus on MRT scanners for babies, but also on neurodegenerative diseases. And those are some of the names. Some to watch, certainly Neoscan Solutions. They are the world's first maker of a market-ready MRT scanners for children. And they are now entering US market, for example. Neotif is, I mentioned earlier, neurodegenerative diseases. They have devised a test for people with Alzheimer's or onset of Alzheimer's. And so this app is used in clinical clinical research, but also to actually give this to the GPs, the general practitioners, to help people with kind of regular low-level entry tests via a smart app. And we have, of course, a landscape that is quite complete. We are proud of. So we have a number of incubators and startup labs. You can see them listed here. Ourselves, our international office, and the Chamber of Commerce, and also our investment bank are, of course, ports of call for startups, from local startups, but also international ones. And we have very strong higher education scene. I'll come to that in the next slide, where we have some entrepreneur center where a lot of great basic research is being kind of brought into action and put into action. And a lot of the founders are actually spin-offs from our university. You can see we have a very international university with over 21% of students, students from abroad, I mean, and we have a lot of the interesting, I think, in vogue study subjects are taught in English, which makes us so international and very attractive, because also cost of living is quite low compared to the rest of Germany. And we have also a very, I think, impressive network of research institutes, and I only want to mention Fraunhofer, Max Planck, Helmholtz, and Leibniz institutes for a start. And you can see here they obviously have a specialization here. So especially Fraunhofer interested and focused in factory operation automation. Just to shine a light on this, and you can see here Leibniz is focusing on neurobiology. Stimulate, what is that? We have in our old industrial port, an area that is called our Port of Science, where we have based this association basically. And you can see the aim is written here to improve medical treatments and in particular age-related common diseases. So that's an initiative supported by our federal ministry. I mentioned earlier some of the companies, the medtech companies that are active there. Without further ado, here just an overview of the startup, let's say, stipends and scholarships and financing that is available, and the starting programs that are also available to foreign founders if they wish so, and obviously fulfill certain criteria. We've also made thoughts, about and visualized here some of the other accelerators that we have, and we are especially strong again in the medtech field, where we have an established company, Hasomed, that have funded a health and set up a health and IT campus. It's called Accelerator Program for medtech companies, and we have recently been successful. They have recently been successful in attracting an Israeli medtech startup to it, and we have venture capital funds that are playing also an important role in making the sector complete and make our local startup ecosystem complete. Our services, just to mention it, that you understand a bit, we are of course in the business in the International Office for Economic Development of Magdeburg to attract foreign direct investment, but we're also helping local companies, dimension startups, to go abroad, to maybe make some thoughts with export expansion, and we support them in this through the trade missions and other services. Now my time is up. I'm Thorsten Terweiden. Reach out to me, please, on LinkedIn and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and check out our presence on the LinkedIn. And thank you very much. It's been great, and I can say this is my very first, the premiere, very first presentation about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Thorsten. Thank you for introducing us to the Magdeburg startup ecosystem. I'm sure a lot of people found it very interesting to know more about you. Again, if you like, you can also put your contact details or at least the link of your website on the chat so everyone can reach out to you afterwards if they have any inquiries.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thorsten.